next piece is Fires of Passion, which is our very lofty name for taking an escape, basically a straitjacket escape, and trying to make it a kind of a more erotic, kind of passionate piece. So it wasn't just about the, getting out of a straitjacket. It was really to make it so it had a little bit of a story to it. Not much, but just a little tiny bit. We did it kind of as a rite of passage in kind of Brazilian rainforest setting with big projections on that big screen that's up in the air. We cut a big kind of a backplate video and film to project on that screen that was up in the sky there. You can see it up on top of the frame. So it all ran counterpoint as kind of a background to what I was doing in the foreground for the escape. That girl there did a great job. She filled in for another famous supermodel that decided not to show up. We don't want to mention her name, but anyway, this girl did a great job at the last minute. We got her the day before to play my semi-love interest in this escape. The escape is very, very real. The fire on the ropes was enhanced with gasoline, which we sprayed on all the ropes. I think I insulted these guys. I got them really pissed off at me, so they'd really throw me around a lot. I think they enjoyed this a lot. And I'm really getting strapped up pretty tight. We had this French's mustard bottle that we used in rehearsal to put the kerosene on the ropes. And I don't know, later on you'll probably see that we actually wrapped it in burlap, and it ended up on the show. We added some extra things. We put straps around my arms. And gave it some extra depth. We rehearsed this over and over. Wherever I performed around the world, we had a crane outside the theater. We'd bring the audience outside the theater after every show. And I would do this without the spikes below. The only time I ever did it with the spikes was the night of this taping. And this knife, occasionally, when the OJ trial was happening, I would make a joke about the knife, put the knife back in the Bronco. And there's that graffiti wall case covered in burlap. It's amazing how the graffiti wall is an illusion we do in the show. You see there's the French's mustard bottle there. And this guy did a great job of lighting this stuff. I love that. Look at that. He's very happy. We're strapping me into it. And those ropes are covered in cloth and cotton and in gasoline. Yeah, pretty cool. And I'm up there. One time my leg actually caught on fire during the performance of it, and they had to roll me in blankets and stop the escape. Yeah, there was a Target Center in Minnesota. Actually, I caught on fire. Yeah, we did this every day after the show, and we added more and more fire, more ropes to burn and so forth, outside the theater. More and more things would happen. Yeah, there's a moment in here which is really inspired by Alan Allen. Alan Allen is the guy that was the first guy to use fire to have a burning rope hang from a single burning rope. And as a good friend of mine who actually gave us permission to have fire above me, because that was really his thing. We added 3 ropes, so we'd have this sequence of one going and putting a little more fire on the next one and having them burn one by one, which created, I think, a little more excitement. But having the extra risk of having to escape before the ropes burn through is my pal Alan Allen from England. This piece here is from the inspired from the Houdini movie, the Tony Curtis movie. Seeing that hand come out of that out of the jacket. Houdini used to do this no fire, no spikes, but did it for free outside of theaters to get publicity. And that's me really screaming. Looking down and seeing those spikes and just imagining myself getting skewered was not a very fun thing. That's a little Houdini move there. And I'm out. This next piece is definitely an Alan Allen shtick. This little fall right here. There you go. Pretty scary. There's tens of thousands of people there watching this, feeling the heat from this explosion. I'm about to be Michael Jackson there. No, not quite. Hair did not burn. And you can see that background on the screen all through this. We really timed the burning of those ropes, you know, and it really never worked perfectly right until this one show. It was one of those things where it was kind of a happy accident. Everything worked out exactly right, and there's no safeties, and off to go to take a steam bath. It was pretty exciting for the audience. It was a real event. And yes, don't try that at home. And here we have some more of our props and our big set. Like those windows above, again, are created in the computer. We took them from a picture in Paris and put some clouds going through.
What I love the most is interacting with the audience. You never know what to expect. It's different every night, and the weirdest things can happen. Thank you very, very much. You know, something really weird has been happening to me. I keep getting these premonitions. You know, when you think of something and then it comes true later on? Well, I've been able to predict graffiti. Yeah.
This piece is the graffiti wall, which is really inspired by the idea that let's do a mind-reading effect without having little billets or little envelopes or cards or any of those things. We're going to do a mind-reading effect that involved everything. It involved a drawing from somebody from the audience, names, phone numbers, trying to make the best possible mind-reading effect we possibly could, and using an unfortunate piece of our society, which is graffiti, but it did allow us to have a very big image that everybody in the audience could see. We had bricks and graffiti and paint, and it was a good opportunity for me to have fun with the audience, which I really enjoyed doing. Also, this was different every night. You know, you never knew what the audience would say, what they'd draw. We have